Hey guys, Joshua here with This Is Something, and today I'm bringing you another great episode of This is Swordplay. Hey guys, welcome to This is Swordplay, and today we're not in our usual location, and that's because we've already filmed this segment, and when we went into our editing process, something happened. We lost our audio. There was no sound at all. So we're filming this just kind of, this segment anyways, just kind of filmed on the fly. We're doing it in our editing location, but the next This is Swordplay will be in our usual set. But that's all good, and that's all good and fine. Today we have a sword review, and guys, I gotta tell you, I'm really super excited about this review. Alright, so let's jump right into it. This is the Windlass Steelcrafts Qama, and this is what we're doing today. Before I get into the sword, I want to mention the scabbard, because the scabbard I think is worth mentioning. It's a wood scabbard with a leather covering, and I gotta tell you, this is a really nice scabbard. The metal fittings are nice and tight, the leather's really nice, and the stitching on this is just uniform and very tightly done. This is perhaps one of the nicest scabbards I think that Windlass Steelcrafts offers. This is just a really nice scabbard. But we're not here to talk about scabbards and sheaths. We're here to talk about the sword. So let's jump right into that. Let's get into some specs real quick. It's 1055 carbon steel. All right, so it's a nice, good steel. It's got 22.5 inch overall length, which is 57 centimeters for those of you using the metric system. And it has a 17.5 inch blade, or 44 centimeters. Alright? It's a pound 7 ounces, but guys, gotta be honest with you, this doesn't feel a pound 7 ounces. It's really well balanced, and it feels very fast in the hand. Alright? The handle bears mentioning. The handle has these two studs. They're peened on the other side. The peen job is very nice. It has a wood handle scales on that full tang, so you can see that full tang runs all the way through. If I had any complaints about the sword at all, the handle is maybe just a touch small. Not for my hands. I have pretty medium-sized hands, but if you have really big hands or you have oversized hands, you might not find this to be a very comfortable handle. Now, the good news is, Windlass Steelcrafts has a World War I curved kinjal, and their Cobra Steel line has a kinjal that might fit a bigger hand. So where do we get this Qama? That's at AtlanticCutlery.com. Atlantic Cutlery, right along the bottom like usual. And I mentioned kinjal. All right. I said Qama at the beginning of this episode, but I referred to kinjal specifically when talking about other versions of this, and that's because Qamas and kinjals are the same thing. You find Qamas in the Caucasus region of the world. You're looking at Turkey, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Russia, Ukraine, kind of in all that area. All right. The Qama is a Persian sword, and it has a profile similar to a gladius, as you can see there. That kind of came over to the Cossack side of the Caucasus Mountains and became a Cossack weapon. And they called it not a Qama, they called it a kinjal. So they're one and the same. It's just kind of depending on the side of the Caucasus Mountains you are on. I find that super exciting because my last name is Czich, C-Z-I-C-H. All right, and that hails from the Ukraine. My great grandfather came over during the Russian Revolution, so I'm only a third generation Ukrainian. And what is really exciting about that is that Ukrainians were Cossacks, or they were Ukrainian Cossacks, and this is a Cossack weapon known as a kinjal. It's just nice to have that piece of history associated with myself, and it was really exciting to have that. And it's quite possible, even though my great grandfather did fight during the Russian Revolution. It's quite possible he would have had a kinjal stuffed in his belt. So, what a cool weapon it is. Now, guys, I got this sword unsharpened, but Atlantic Cutlery can sharpen your blade. Atlantic Cutlery also offers an engraving service. So for the base blade, it was $49.95, which is just an excellent price for this weapon. It's a little bit more, of course, to get it engraved. It's a little bit more to get it sharpened. I only sharpen my blades myself, so I didn't pay for that. I really wish I would have spent a few extra bucks to get the engraving done on it, and I regret not doing that. But guys, this weapon's awesome. Let's take it out. Let's do some cut tests with it. Alright guys, there you go, that was a cut test, and I'll tell you what, this more than exceeded expectations. The thrust on this is effortless. This was a real joy to do, this review. Guys, for a $40 or $50 sword, do it, go get one. It's absolutely worth every penny. I'm giving this a 5 stars. So, there you go, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. We hope you liked today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment because we enjoy chatting with you.
Also, check us out on Instagram and Facebook at This Is Something. All the links are below. Thanks, and have a beautiful day.